Friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to read something very special. It is called the Manifesto of Human Life, and I want you to hear it out loud because its sound is beautiful and its meaning is powerful. So let's dive right into it. We are going to see 4 parts of this wonderful poem. Part 1. You are born of stardust, a spark of the infinite carried in fragile form. Your first purpose is simple: to awaken. So what does that mean? This is the beginning of life. We begin with a blank slate. We don't know anything about ourselves or our surroundings. Our purpose at this stage is to start becoming aware. We need to start opening up our eyes. We need to start seeing who we are and where we are. And the universe gives us this opportunity to understand ourselves better. Part 2. To open your eyes and realize you are alive in a universe that notices itself through you. Now you are conscious. Now you're aware of your life and your surroundings. You're realizing that there's so much more than just you in this world. There are other people. There are other places. There are other experiences. And as you go deeper into your journey, you realize that the universe is full of wonders. There's so much to explore and discover. And all these things are noticing themselves through you. So everything is interconnected. Everything is related. Everything is important. And you have a role to play in all of this. Part 3. Life will hand you beauty and burden alike. In every joy you are meant to celebrate. In every sorrow you are meant to grow. Your struggles are not chains, but teachers shaping the depth of your soul. Now you're living your life. Now you're experiencing all the different emotions, all the different situations that life has to offer. And some of them are very pleasant. Some of them are very painful. But both types of situations are important. We need to learn how to deal with both of them. When we feel happy, we need to enjoy it. We need to be grateful for it. We need to share it with others. And when we face difficulties, we need to embrace them. We need to overcome them. We need to use them as opportunities to learn and evolve. Because as humans, we have the ability to choose our attitude. We can choose how we react to what happens to us. And if we do so wisely, we can transform any challenge into a source of growth. So no matter what life throws at you, remember that you are strong enough to handle it. Remember that you are capable of overcoming it. Remember that you are worthy of learning from it. And part 4, you are not here to walk alone. Every heart you touch, every kindness you give, weaves you into the great fabric of humanity. Connection is not optional, it is sacred. Through love, friendship, and compassion, you discover that to lift another is to lift yourself. Now you realize that you're not an isolated individual. You're connected to everyone else. You're connected to the past, to the present, and to the future. You're connected to the people you love, the people you meet, and the people you don't know yet. You're connected to the actions you do, the choices you make, and the impacts you have. You're connected to everything. And you realize that the best way to live is to connect with others. You need to connect with your family and friends. You need to connect with your community and your environment. You need to connect with your values and your beliefs. You need to connect with your passions and your dreams. And most importantly, you need to connect with yourself. You need to know who you are. You need to accept who you are. You need to love who you are. And when you do all of this, you will see that life becomes more meaningful, more joyful, more fulfilling. Next part, you are also a creator, not just of art, but of moments, of possibilities, of futures yet unseen. What you imagine, you can shape. What you shape, you leave behind as echoes in eternity. Now you have the power to create. You have the power to express yourself. You have the power to influence others. You have the power to innovate. You have the power to inspire. You have the power to change the world. As human beings, we have the ability to think creatively. We can imagine new ideas and solutions. We can express our talents and skills. We can connect with others and build alliances. We can take risks and venture into the unknown. And when we do so courageously, we can bring about positive change in ourselves and in the world around us. So never underestimate your power to create. Never limit yourself to what you think is possible. Never settle for what you think is good enough. Always strive to do more, to be more, to become more. Because you have the potential to do great things. You have the responsibility to do great things. You have the legacy to do great things. And finally, the last part. And when your time comes, your purpose is not measured by what you owned, but by the lives you warmed, the truths you sought, and the traces of meaning you left behind. So live awake, live growing, live connected, live creating. For the purpose of human life is this: to turn existence into experience, experience into wisdom, and wisdom into love. Now you're coming to the end of your life. Now you're ready to depart from this world. And when you do so, you realize that what really matters is not what you have accumulated, but what you have shared. You realize that what really counts is not what you have achieved, but what you have learned. You realize that what truly counts is not what you have left behind, but what you have left behind. And when you look back on your life, you see that your purpose was to awaken, to grow, to connect, and to create. You see that your purpose was to experience all the joys and sorrows, to learn all the lessons and skills, to love all the people and causes, to leave a positive impact on the world around you. And when you do so, you see that your purpose was to fulfill the purpose of human life, which is to turn existence into experience, experience into wisdom, and wisdom into love. So friends, I invite you to live your life according to this manifesto. I invite you to live your life with awareness, with curiosity, with kindness, and with creativity. I invite you to live your life with gratitude, with courage, with compassion, and with hope. I invite you to live your life with authenticity, with generosity, with humor, and with faith. I invite you to live your life with passion, with purpose, with joy, and with peace. Because the purpose of human life is this: to turn existence into experience, experience into wisdom, and wisdom into love. Thank you for listening to this beautiful manifesto. If you enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And if you want to share it with someone who needs it, please send it to them. And if you want to write your own manifesto, please do so and share it with us. Until next time, friends, stay curious, stay kind, and stay creative.